Good morning, everyone. I hope so you are good at home. So, as per we discussed yesterday, chapter 2 we started. So, what are the topics today we are going to be cover here? So, again I am going to be just show you chapter 2, Gauss law and its application. Subject is physics. What are the topics we are going to be cover? The topic is obtain Gauss law by using Coulomb's law. What is our first topic? We have to be obtain Gauss law by using Coulomb's law. Second topic, today we are going to be talk about its application, number 1. So number 1 application of the Gauss law, determine the electric field intensity due to infinite length of wire. Infinite length means there will be no end point of the wire. Okay, so let's start the first point by which you can be able to understand the detailed understanding about the following topic. So first we are talking about the obtain Gauss law by using Coulomb's law. So what we want to obtain? Gauss law we want by using Coulomb's law. So before starting you must be keep in your brain the Gauss law, the formula is phi is equals to q upon epsilon naught. If it is a total charge, so summation q upon epsilon naught. So we want this particular things, okay, by using Coulomb's law. So this thing also you have to keep in your brain. Coulomb's law is k q1 q2 upon r square. If q1 q2 is equals to q, so it will be changed. Okay, so what we are talking about, we want Gauss law by using Coulomb's law. So this is very easy. Let's start to understand how can we obtain Gauss law. So from Coulomb's law, force is equals to k q upon r square. So this is a very basic formula of the Coulomb's law. Okay, and also write down here, let's consider a sphere. Let's consider a sphere. Okay, we are going to be consider a sphere in which the charge q, and this charge is q, is situated inside this, and we have to be find out what? Coulomb's law. We have to find out Gauss law by using Coulomb's law. Okay, so what we have to be do? Here we are going to be use the short of the understanding regarding to what? Previous concept. As you know that E is equals to what? F by Q, by which electric field is equals to force per unit charge. And you also know that another concept is surface area of sphere. Surface area of the sphere. So I can say that 4 pi r square. And also you know that k is equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So this all this short of the understanding we are going to be used here, by which you can able to understand in a systematic manner. So let's start here. This one q is shift. I am going to be shift in the left hand side. Okay, I am taking in left hand side this q. So f divided by q, and this k is replaced by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught and multiply with q upon r square. Q upon r square. So it's not a difficult by which you can able to understand. This is very easy. So let's what we have to be do. This 4 pi r square f by q, it is equals to e, and this is 1 upon 4 pi r square. This epsilon just below to the q, because I know that I want Gauss law. So q के just below में कौन आएगा? Epsilon naught. So I have to be adjust this epsilon naught below to this charge. So this is q upon epsilon naught. This 4 pi r square I am going to multiply. E multiply with 4 pi r square is equals to q upon epsilon naught. Again my mind is going to be work. This is what? Electric flux. And as we know that phi is equals to E dot S. In the starting of the chapter we discussed this. E dot S, electric field multiplied with surface area. Here what we consider a closed surface we have to be considered. Why I have to be considered the closed surface? Because I know that without a closed surface, I can't able to determine the Gauss law. Okay, so that's why I consider the closed surface. Now again question is arises in your brain, sir sphere क्यों कंसिडर किया? स्फीयर इसलिए कंसिडर किया because I know that 4 pi r square किसका फॉर्मूला होता है? The surface area of the sphere. Okay. और दूसरी बात मैं ये भी बोल देता हूँ, Gauss law never depend on the what shape of the object. In the starting of the lecture I defined this. किसी भी शेप पे डिपेंड नहीं करता. कौन नहीं करता? Gauss law. The Gauss law is not going to depend on the shape and size of the object. It is only and only required closed surface. Okay. That's why I have taken what according to my convenient thing 4 pi r square is given. That's why I consider this is the sphere. So hopefully you understood this. So this is E into S. E into S. Surface area of sphere 4 pi r square and Q upon epsilon naught, and E dot S is the formula of the phi. So phi is equals to Q by epsilon naught. If I am going to assume this is the total charge, so total charge is represented by summation Q upon epsilon naught. So this is a simple proof of Gauss law by using Coulomb's law. So I hope so you understood some particular basics idea. You have to go through it. You can easily find out the what Gauss law by using Coulomb's law. So any doubt, any things you will not able to understand, revise the video. Otherwise, comment in the section. Okay. Next topic we are going to talk here.